Hey guys, and welcome to the Football Talk. Now today we'll be discussing how to fix Manchester City. Now you'll be wondering what's wrong with Manchester City. Now after 5 or 6 games of the season, everyone was like, oh, Manchester City is going to walk through the league, they're going to win the Champions League, they're going to win the quadruple. Now all of a sudden it went downhill in the Tottenham game. Now the few reasons why. Now one of the few reasons is that Pep Guardiola is trying too hard at this moment. I mean, at Bayern Munich it works. Now he said in his press conference as well, he came to this league to learn. Now he's learning different formations, like playing 3 at the back, playing 4 at the back, playing 4-4-2, 4-3-3, plays different formation every week. Now if you look at the stable team in the Premier League right now, it's Chelsea. Now every single player in that Chelsea team, they know their role, so they know what to do. Whereas if you have someone like Kolarov, if you ask him what's his role in the team, I don't think he'll be that sure. Like some games he plays centre back, some games he plays left back. Same as Zabaleta in midfield and the right back. He played centre back before. So now it works if you have players like Alaba in your team, but I think what Pep needs is another Alaba. He thinks Kolarov as good as Alaba, which he's not. So as a result that he's getting everything messed up, and before, when they were performing 6 games in a row, every single player knew their role and they played their role and they stuck to it, which was 4-1-4-1. You have 5 defensive players, 5 attacking players, and it was fantastic. Now another reason I think it isn't going as well as it should have is Ilkay Gundogan. Now when Manchester City smashed Barcelona, I think Gundogan was one of the best players. Now Gundogan is a Pep Guardiola signing, whereas someone like Yaya Toure, before the season, he might have thought that I might not need Toure because I got Gundogan and Fernandinho. Now Gundogan has been injured and Fernandinho has been indisciplined, which forces him to play players like Fernando and Yaya Toure. Great players, but they're not Pep Guardiola players. Now another reason I think he's getting it wrong is Sergio Aguero, De Bruyne and Silva. They're fantastic players, some of the best players in the league, some of the best players in the league for the last 5 years. But the problem is they're not turning up in big games, they're not turning up when it matters the most now. Kevin De Bruyne has been fantastic against Arsenal. Against Liverpool, I can't think of a single good moment of De Bruyne. Now, De Bruyne is a fantastic player, one of the best players in the league, as I said before. He needs to perform for Guardiola and play the Guardiola system. Now, the best way De Bruyne plays when team plays on the counter-attack. Now, De Bruyne is one of the best players when it comes to counter-attack. Even at Wolfsburg, he used to lead that counter-attacking team. Now, all these problems, and how does Guardiola solve it? Now, Guardiola looks so frustrated with this team because he knows he doesn't have the players. Now, the way I will say he can fix this is buy new players. Simple as that. Now, it's very easy to say that Guardiola wants to buy the league, but I don't think he's going to buy superstars like Alaba, Messi, the players that helped him. I think he's going to buy the future. Someone like Grimaldo of Benfica, that Guardiola's been linked to. He's very similar to Alaba when it comes to versatility and player style. Now their fullbacks, Zabaleta, Sanya, Gal Clichy and Kolarov, they're very, very old. And the rumours are that Pablo Maffia is going out on loan. So it shows that they need a right back and a left back and a good midfielder, Pep Guardiola midfielder, someone like Julian Weigl of Borussia Dortmund. He's a replica of Sergio Busquets, Xabi Alonso type player. Now I don't think Fernando is that player, but Fernandinho is, but he got 3 red cards already. He's out for 4 more matches. This is where things gets hard for someone like Guardiola now. He needs to get the best of Raheem Sterling. As I said, in the first 6 games, everything was going good. Simple reason being Raheem Sterling was on form. And Raheem Sterling knew what to do, and Raheem Sterling had a job and he did it every single game in the first 6 games. Now let's talk about the defence. Now one of the shakiest defence in the league by far. Guardiola needs to go out there and buy leaders. John Stones isn't a leader. Otamendi, on his day, one of the best defenders in the league, but he has his day once or twice a month. That's not good enough. I think if you want to be on the top centre back in the league, you need to play good every single game. Whereas John Stones, I think the money and the pressure is getting to him, and Guardiola wants him to be the Gerard Piqué type of player, something that doesn't work in the Premier League as often. I mean, it can work against teams like Burnley or teams like Hull City, but when you come up against your big teams, where high pressure teams like Liverpool, Tottenham, Chelsea, Arsenal, who pressure you high, I think it's difficult for John Stones. Where this is where we see mistakes from him. Now let's talk about the goalkeeper situation at Manchester City. Now Guardiola likes fantastic ball playing goalkeepers. Now it can't be just a ball playing defender and goalkeeper. You need to be at the same level as Ter Stegen and Claudio Bravo. Now Bravo, he was good at Barcelona, but At Barcelona, you don't need to, like every single corner, you don't need to jump up and get the ball, whereas in the Premier League, you have to do that. Now, we've seen the Burnley's goal, that he struggled to do that, and he's a great shot stopper, no doubt about that. But when it comes to handling, I don't think Bravo is suited to the Premier League. Now, what alternatives can you look at? Now, I think someone that is very, very improving as a ball playing goalkeeper, I would say Jack Butland. I think he's English, he's young, and bring Joe Hart back. I mean, Joe Hart got mistaken him as well, but I think Guardiola needs to. He had that plan before coming to Man City, which is going wrong right now. Because if you look at Manchester City, you got players like De Bruyne, Gundogan, Aguero, Silva, Navas, Sterling. You think to yourself, how can they struggle? But when you put them in a team, you see you don't see the teamwork. You only see the individuality coming out of them. You see the difference between them and Chelsea, because Chelsea plays as a team right now. Last season, there were individuality. Willian carried Chelsea, Costa carried Chelsea, whereas this season, everyone's contributing. Now, Manchester United getting alright. I think every single player knows their role now. Pogba's been a different player since he got his new role. Zlatan's been fantastic. Juan Mata off the bench, Martial over there, he ripped the team apart. Mkhitaryan, so everything's coming back for United. Chelsea are dominating, and Liverpool looks fantastic. Tottenham are absolutely destroying teams in the league. Now, Manchester City, they need to fix it quick. Now, this January window, if they don't fix it quick, I don't see them getting top 4. The way United's performing, the way Tottenham's performing, them 3 teams, United, Tottenham and City, I think they're fighting for the top 4 position, and Arsenal, Liverpool and Chelsea fighting for the league. But it's clear that City are still in the title race, but I don't think that they will get there. 10 points at this stage of the season in the Premier League is very, very, very difficult. Now, thank you guys for listening. This was some of the solutions that I thought of that Guardiola can do to improve the team. Thank you guys for listening, and goodbye.